Hello everybody, welcome back. C-Ray Tech here. So today I've got some new stuff from Beta FPV, and I was going to show you guys how to build out Beta 75. So for this build, it's going to be a little bit different. This is going to be upgrade from stock. I got one of their packs of the 17,500 kV 7mm by 20mm motors. These come with the little Pico connectors on the end. You can see these here. I've got the F3 flight controller. This has got the built-in FR Sky receiver. You get some of the little rubber grommets for the frame, some extra screws. They give you both the Pico 1 1/4 pitch and the PH 2.0 connector, which I'm obviously going to swap this out immediately. And then also I've got here one of their H01 cameras. This is a all-in-one camera. I believe it's 40 channels, I think. I know it does race. I think it does race band. I believe so. 25 milliwatts. CMOS sensor. It's a good camera. Nice little whip antenna. Pretty strong. And then last but not least, we've got the frame. With this you get a set of props, a little foam insert to hold your battery, and the frame itself. So to start, first things first, I'm going to load in all the motors. Excuse me, so we'll need 2 of these, and 2 of these. You can see they're actually, I'm not sure if this will come into focus. Let me see if I can get this to show up. They're branded Beta FPV. You can see it's real small. Alright, so go ahead and seat these in. Really excited to try these motors because, I mean, anytime you can get an upgraded motor and, go a little bit faster is, obviously preferred. But, I mean, I just love tinkering with these things. Every time I think I've got one and I've got it where it should be and I'm pretty satisfied with it, I find some little thing that I can change, and, it makes a world of a difference. So my soldering iron should be heated up enough. I'm going to pop this off real quick. Some solder on the tip of this. Sucker stuck on there. Alright, there we go. So we got that one off. So these are already pre-10, so I'm just going to go ahead and solder these on real quick. Bam. Sorry, I'm not getting this hot enough down here. Alright, there we go. Oops. Get the focus. There we go. So we got that new lead soldered on, so that's good. Alright. So now what we'll do here, put our rubber grommets in. Oop. You only need 3 because on this frame you'll have to cut away, because you'll notice here when I go to install this, that plastic gets in the way. So just like with the E011, which you'll see here, I had to cut that piece out, and it's the same thing that they did for the other one. They just don't cut as much out. So we'll keep that, do it the same way they did. So let me grab my snips. Alright, there we go. So now we'll go ahead and seat this in there. Alright, so go ahead and get this mounted in there. So I found the easiest way is I get the flight controller in under the first grommet, rubber grommet here, and make sure it's seated in the back. You'll have to kind of flex the frame a little bit to get that USB port in there. Go ahead and bend the frame to get this side in, and bend the frame to get the other side in. It's kind of tricky, you gotta play with it to get it to fit in there right. You know what? I'm going to take that whole bracket out. It's interfering with it. So I'm going to do the same thing I did for the E011. Cut this whole thing out. So now I should be able to get it in there just fine. And it's not going to affect the rigidity of the frame very much. I mean, I haven't noticed any difference. And to be honest, these are like tanks. I've crashed them into everything, concrete, right into the ground at pretty much every angle, and I've yet to break one of these frames. Alright, so we got that in there. It's looking good. Alright, so now that we've got that in there, I'm going to quick solder on the lead for the camera so we can get the camera plugged in, and then go ahead and test this out. So just make sure my soldering iron's still warm enough. Just to wait a few seconds, it's still warming up. So yeah, we'll get the camera on here. I was going to use the Z01 camera that comes with the stock version that you can buy, but I had a few issues with the last one that I had, so I had an extra, or I had this HO1 show up, so I'm just going to use this, and to be honest, it's the same. I've got it on this one too, and it works great. Video quality is pretty good. So yeah, I'm pretty excited, pretty happy with how they perform. I mean, it's your standard all-in-one camera, so it's nothing fancy. It doesn't do anything too out of the ordinary, but you know, like I said, it's a good camera. So let's check on the soldering iron again. Looks like it's heating up pretty good. So I'll go ahead and tin these pads here. Oops, shit. This soldering iron's really becoming a piece of junk. But the tip's pretty bad on it, so I really need to replace it. I'm thinking about getting one of those battery powered ones. Those look pretty nice. About to burn up the whole battery lead here. There we go. See if we can't get this one heated up enough. And I bridged them. Alright, there we go. So let's check this out, make sure it's not bridged anywhere. Alright, it's looking good. Sorry about the focus on this thing. It's not the best. But you can see they're separated. They're not bridged anymore. So now let's go ahead and get this camera on here, or this the power lead for the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and tin this up real quick. Alright. I like to snip these. I don't like them to be too long, just because I don't want any stray wires accidentally touching. Snip those down pretty low. You see that? There we go. I'll just go ahead here and put let's start with the positive. And we'll do the negative. And I bridged them again. Oh, sorry about that, bumped the camera. Alright, not bridged anymore. Let's see if we can get this. Alright, what I'll do is I'll just throw a little bit of hot glue on here. A little bit to keep it from touching at all. Where's my hot glue at? I seem to have misplaced my hot glue sticks. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we've got that on there, so that's good. So So now what we can do is go ahead and plug in this camera. And we'll test everything out, make sure everything's working okay. Grab a battery. Oh, shoot. My positive lead came off. Look at that. Alright, so let's pop this out and resolder that on real quick. It's probably from when I was heating up, that top pad came loose. Alright, so let's get some pliers over here, hold this in place. Alright, looks good there, so I'll throw some hot glue on this side too. Alright, so there we go. So now we've got, got our power lead fixed. I threw a dab of hot glue on there. As you can see, it's all stuck to my hands. Alright, so let's go ahead and toss this back in the frame. Alright, cool. So we got it back in, so I'm gonna once again try to test this camera out real quick, and then if everything goes well, we'll go ahead and plug it in. Alright, I'll grab a monitor. Oops, I keep bumping this camera, sorry about that, guys. Let's go ahead and scan. Alright, there we go. We got FPV transmission, so that's good. So we're looking good there. So now all we should need to do is go ahead and plug this into Betaflight and do the initial programming. So I'm going to cut away, and because I'm going to be doing a separate video on programming this board. So I'm going to go ahead and cut away, and then we'll come back and we'll go ahead and glue this back together and get it ready to go.
Brian Little.